Hello, this is Roman Sanchez, and I am doing my milestone 1 for game 310. So the first thing I have to talk about is the engine editor that is on my first to-do list. I spent a good amount of time learning about how this engine works. LittleBigPlanet 3 has a lot of different tools within its editor. Um, there's a tools back here. So the main two things that they have are the global stuff, which has a lot of gameplay controls. You could mess with a lot of things such as the gravity of the game, water dynamics, and even time as well. Lighting is also very important, in my opinion. So learning a lot of these things, there are tutorials for all of them, which are very interesting, very well dealt with, I guess. Um, they were all very informative, and I did not have a problem with any of them. Um, the tools bag was a little bit more hard to learn. There's a lot more mechanical stuff in here with as you can see projectiles, levels, and lights. With that being said, those were a lot to learn. I could not watch every tutorial, obviously, but the more important ones, such as the enemy AI, which is right here, these are the important ones to learn. I did watch tutorials on some of the power-ups that I haven't seen. I have not played LittleBigPlanet 3, so that's kind of hindering my progression, but I'm still making progress. So, and I didn't even know that this game had like 4 characters, so it's good to know now. It's very useful. Um, for my second part of my milestone was designing the skeleton of the map. So looking for my paper map, I did a rough sketch of what my paper map looked like. This is kind of all that entailed. These are all going to be rooms, and then kind of, I guess, quickly moving on to my third to-do list was design different room layouts. So these are going to be all the different room layouts within my map. Generally, all the pipes kind of lead to them. Um, they're not leading them to them in the best specific way now, but they will have to be tweaked and fixed in the near future. So then these are all the rooms. There's roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, at least like 8 rooms, I would say, if I'm not missing any. And yes, this I would count this as a room, as the secret is gonna be in here. I do have a lot of open space up here. I'm not sure what to do with it yet. If I am going to do anything with it, I might put a little collectible up here or something, but I'm not too sure. And then on my fourth to-do list was create critical pathways. I consider these pipes to be the critical pathways. I might also make some in the rooms if they do end up being a little bit bigger. Like this one might have a nice pathway I have not gotten to yet, but I did kind of consider the pipes to be them. The pipes are supposed to be like tubes for like water cooling. So my level is a water cooled PC, a really big PC. Have I ever built a PC? No. Do I know what it looks like in the inside? Yes, because Google, and I have a couple friends that have them. But yeah, this is very interesting to learn. I do like learning how to build a PC, even though I've never built one before. So that's interesting. For my playtest so far, what I have done is I could probably show you. Let's see if I go to play mode. Um, for I did learn that you could do a character switch, which is really interesting because there are 4 different characters as I mentioned before. One of them flies. That was a little bit loud. One of them climbs, and one of them turns really small. So, for example, I could turn to this guy and kind of go through different pipes. So some of the pipes you cannot just climb up or slide down. You have to fly up. So in that case, I would turn into the flying character, which I do not have set up yet, but I will. It's just a simple click of the button in the creative mode. So going down one of the water cooling pipes, you go into a room over here, and you would just kind of start off and do what needs to be done. I don't know if I'm going to add enemy AI over here, or if it's just going to be the first puzzle, or if there's just going to be a lever, so I have to get to that. One thing that I was messing around with is there's different gadgets in the game, such as these like hover boots. And these are really cool because it lets you fly a little bit, or hover, I guess. And with this, so you can hover up the pipe without having to fly up. I'm not too sure if I'm going to keep this in or if I will just have a character select with the bird. But with the different characters being in the game, I have to be careful so that I don't just have a user flying everywhere on the map. So as I try to get up this pipe, I probably won't be able to, but yeah, it's like I'm not having the best time. So that is the rest of my milestone map. I don't really have any much to show for this week, but next week I will be trying to put the enemy AI and doing the interior design a little bit more detailed as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll be back next week.